I'm pushing record. I'm pushing record.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Uh-huh.
Brandon Chalmers.
Mm-hmm.
It is it is this is our 100th episode.
Holy shit. All right. First off, I want to give a personal shout out to my third grade teacher, Mrs. Meinhardt, who told
cool.
me I'd never amount to anything.
Oh,
Fuck you, cunt. Look at me now. 100 episodes. Ha ha ha. That's right. I'm glad you're dead. I have no idea if she's dead.
But what a fucking horrible thing to say to a third grader.
I'm kidding. She was actually delightful. I never had any awful teachers like that.
When we started on this this journey, did you ever expect that we would hit episode 100?
Yeah, I assumed it was inevitable. I figured it would be one of two things. Either you and I would get so tired of each other that we'd be like, fuck this, I don't want to do this anymore. And we basically stop talking altogether. Or 100 would just be easy. It'd be a thing I wouldn't think about.
Yeah.
And case in point, I didn't realize until you said something to me today and you were like, oh yeah, by the way, we're doing 100th episode. I was like, all right, fair enough.
Yeah. Do you have any fond memories of the podcast over, I don't know how long we've been doing this, but over our 100 episodes?
Let's see. So
any highlights that jump out at you?
Let's see. Coming up with the Pearl Jam musical.
Yes.
With the boss was real good.
That was really good.
Giving the kind of the explanation of the story and rewriting Battlefield Earth.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah. So that was while I was on vacation coming up with that one. So I got a chance to give you some weird back and forth while also sitting on a beautiful balcony overlooking the beach. And that is just how the podcast should be.
Yeah, that's the way it should be.
He says from his darkened basement office, not being able to see the ocean because we're still on lockdown, and unlike everybody else, we're gonna fucking follow the rules.
We're gonna be inside forever.
Yeah. Let's see.
I'm gonna get a green screen so I can put like an ocean behind me and shit.
Calling out that weird breakfast douchebag and never getting a response.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if we've gotten a response because I've never checked in on that person's channel. So.
Oh, you know what? You bring up a fair point. Though I assume he's got people calling him out all the time.
Yeah.
You got a fair point. I do need to go and look to actually see whether or not he cut a response video. I feel like our watches would have ticked up a ton if that's the case.
Hate watching. Yeah. I don't even tag these when I post them to YouTube. So like for people to find them, it would be just the algorithm saying, this is the audio. Some people hear this and they might like this random shit.
I was going to say, you should have called that douchebag out, but I get the idea of like, that would require effort and fun.
I don't edit this. So yeah.
Right. What about you, Jamie? What are your some of your fondest memories of 100 episodes gone?
I am always bad at remembering specifics, but I really like gear talk. That's my favorite part because we just talk about gear that we can't fucking afford.
Yep.
I love it when we accidentally create a new movie at the end of a cast.
That's been happening quite a lot.
Yeah,
lately.
like, we'll have one topic and then at the end of it, like in the last 10 minutes, we dig and we find gold.
Yeah, I was going to say my brain starts to spiral outward and I go from anger to creativity like that.
Yeah.
It's just like, and let's take a hard left down story lane. It's like, and then we're going to cast Vin Diesel. And you're like, what? Go on. Right.
I like the Justice League movie that we or the Fast and Furious Justice League crossover with like with Gal Gadot and Han coming back. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
And is Paramount owned by who is Paramount owned by? I don't know.
No idea.
Because I was like, are they on HBO Max? Because if like
yes, they should be.
If the Fast and Furious series is on HBO Max. And all that DC stuff is on HBO Max. Crossover.
That's what I'm saying. I thought when we established this, that was true, and that's part of what caused the catalyst for this.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that was an earlier episode before HBO Max came out. So
yeah, it was definitely pre HBO Max.
It was
existence.
It was wishful thinking on our part.
Well, right, but this was also pre when we found out Han was back in the universe again.
Right.
So,
right,
by the way, not for nothing, you're welcome, universe. I made that happen for you.
We put that in the universe, and the universe came back around.
Right? Yeah. You know how some people are like, if you put that out in the universe, it'll come true. Han.
Yeah, we did that. We did that.
It's your boys. It's your boys. Your boys did this.
Yeah. So I have a topic this week because I didn't want us to talk about horrible things because it's way too easy.
I think that's a great idea. We also have listener mail.
We do, but I forgot to look at it. And if I open up my computer right now, it's gonna fart out and crash. So
my apologies. We will push it back.
We will push it
another week. I did see the YouTube comment that it is not in fact time sensitive.
Yeah.
So on the plus side, we're not screwing anybody over. Other than I greatly apologize. One, genuinely, I saw the comment. Thank you for the comment. And two, we're gonna get to it. I promise. I'm not gonna let you down.
Yeah. Part of it was like a technical detail. Like we have ads on our YouTube channel or my YouTube channel because it's my YouTube channel.
Right. Yeah.
And some of them are unskippable. So I've been unclicking that box. I didn't realize it. I just put monetization on whatever because like if we get $1, that's great.
Okay, hang on. But for clarification's sake, and this is not as a shot or anything else like that, I don't collect a goddamn dime because I don't put any work into this other than just showing up and doing the thing.
Yeah.
Y'all need to pay Jamie. Like, pay Jamie. Buy a book, buy a print, buy some fucking stickers, whatever he's selling at the time. Fucking get on that shit.
I got to get my store back up.
Support your boy. Yes, support your boy. I'm not looking for a goddamn dime. I never expect to make any money off of this. This is strictly so this way I can hang out with one of my favorite people on the planet. Yeah. Please pay this man. Sorry, this man. I forget how it ends up working. Is it this way or is it this way? Please pay this man.
I'm on the left side when I flip it, and you're on the right side.
Yeah, either way. Pay Jamie.
But there's a setting on YouTube monetization that has unskippable ads, and I hate that. And they put that on by default. So when I upload it now, I unclick that so you can skip all the ads and shit like that. Because
gotcha.
Whatever.
So that's apologies.
That was one part of the email. I forgot what the other part of the email was. But
that's all right. We'll get to it.
Fucking do a cast. Check us out. hardknockmedia.com. Wait, Hard Knock. Jesus Christ. It's been so long since we've done the intro. I will put the URL every time we post. There's a URL for you to go visit. We are part of the Hard Knock Media Podcasting Network.
Yes, we are. NOC,
Nerds of Color. But it's been so long since we've had a proper episode. Brandon Chalmers, I know you've had.
I know what we're gonna talk about here.
You've gotten two things since Christmas. You got a really cool drum set, and
yes, I did.
And I believe if I'm correct, you have a new conveyance,
a new chariot, if you will,
a new thingy. So please tell me first about the drummies and then about the drivies.
I would like to caveat before this episode is over because I want to plow through this.
Okay.
I want to break down because it's top of mind. I want to get into the Kong versus Godzilla shit.
That is the episode topic.
That is good. All right. Yeah, I had a feeling we were heading that way. Only thing
we're talking about. Yeah.
We're gonna call that that's a tease, kids.
Yeah.
Stick around.
Yeah. We're cycling back to that. That's all we're gonna talk about.
So, in the quick version of everything. All right. So, if you want to follow along at home, happen to be in front of an internet or what have you, you can type into your Google machine Simmons, as in J.K. Simmons. S as in Sierra, D as in Delta 600. You'll have an idea of the drum kit in which I received as a Christmas gift. The cool part about the SD600 is that it has the ability to operate via Bluetooth and communicate with an iPad app that lets you do customizable drum kits, as well as record using GarageBand, as well as play through your iTunes library in real time. So I have the ability to basically set up a drum kit that is similar to a specific band type or what have you, then go in, search my iTunes library, and then be able to play that music and play my drums along with that music, in turn making it easier for me to be able to actually play drums and learn.
Nice.
As I had up until this point only sat in front of a drum kit in Guitar Center when that was a thing.
Yeah.
And way back when, probably 5 years ago, when I was trying to help my uncle with something who I no longer speak to for a variety of reasons. But so I've always had a yearning to play drums, right?
I'm checking it out right now. It looks great.
You should definitely do that. I spent a lot of years loving Nirvana and Foo Fighters and Dave Grohl being, like, at the time one of my favorite drummers, and then moved to Foo Fighters normal drummer Taylor Hawkins, who was formerly with Alanis Morissette.
Fun.
And then decided, as a fun project, which is what made me really fall in love with the guy, started a band that tours around playing small rock clubs, like 300-400 person venues, like Autobar size, and does nothing but 70s rock covers called Chevy Metal. Chevy is in like a van. And that is basically their logo, is it's like a van with like a lightning bolt on the side of it.
Yeah.
Right. And sometimes Dave Grohl will step in, like they did some sort of like outdoor festival in California. And it looks like some sort of like, you know, thing that was kind of like an alley style stage or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
They did the raddest cover of The Devil Went Down to Georgia I'd ever seen.
Cool.
And Dave did the vocals, but he played rhythm guitar on this. Like, he acquiesces to everyone else. Like, it's Chevy Metal, and then Dave happens to show up from time to time. But like sometimes you'll go and see them. Like, there's a ton of YouTube videos about them like playing in Australia, and then basically playing just nothing but a 3-piece and doing Van Halen all night long. And when you hear a 3-piece nail Panama and Taylor, the drummer, is the one singing, look, not for nothing, it is hard to drum Alex Van Halen. It is harder to sing David Lee Roth while drumming like Alex Van Halen.
Yeah.
So the ability to do both and have a great time and see that club just fucking banging from a 3-piece, nevertheless playing fucking Van Halen as a 3-piece.
Yeah.
Like, so Chevy Metal's great. And in turn, Taylor Hawkins has become my favorite drummer. And I had been aching for the longest time to get a drum set.
Hell yeah.
I was trying to think of the most logical way to do it. My home is a duplex, so I share a wall with a neighbor. That neighbor has children. That neighbor has a life. They have jobs. I'd like to not keep them up at all hours in the morning or the evening or whenever the fuck I decide I'd like to play drums. Yeah. So I thought that an electronic kit, and also not necessarily the most rinky-dink one, but also like not one that is, you know, $2,000-$3,000 would
not
be
the Roland V drum set.
No, and don't get me wrong, there is an absolute market for that, and eventually I would love to feel confident enough to spend the money on a kit like that. That's rad. But when I did the research, I realized that this is the price point I felt comfortable with. This is what I was looking to get, and I've been talking about this for some time. I think I've been BSing with you about this since.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's probably been 3 or 4 years now. I've been talking about doing this. So my significant other
hit the sticks,
sees Christmas coming, and she's like, you've been talking about this and can't fucking shut up about it, and you've got a playlist of songs that you want to learn. You have and like I've got a practice pad and everything else like that, and I've been tapping away on the practice pad. Like we've been sitting there like watching TV or whatever it is. It'd be like a Saturday and I'll just be tapping away, and I'll have like headphones in and I'll just be tapping along or whatever it is. She's like, you've been doing this for some time. I'm just going to fucking buy you the drum set. So,
nice. Yes.
As a Christmas gift, she went out with me I called Guitar Center, local to me, tried to give Guitar Center some money. I don't know if they're going to survive through all this thing, but I'd like to try and do my part to keep them there. I like having a music store of that level. One, in general. Two, right around the corner from me.
Yeah.
I could literally sprint to Guitar Center in probably under 5 minutes.
I'm waiting for the fire sales.
I know. But I called them. They had one in stock. The gentleman that was there, young kid, super nice, sat one aside for me. He's like, you don't have to buy it right now. I'll put it off to the side. Let me know what else you want. I told him what drum throne I wanted. Throne, right?
Throne.
He was asking about sticks. I told him a couple that I'd like to grab if he had them.
Yeah.
And, we made sure that I got everything I needed. And he took care of me and did a really great job and was super kind. Like, we got there and he was like, all right, so here's this, here's what you were talking about. Here's this and this and this. So she picked up the drum kit itself that contained everything. Unlike some of them, this one actually included a bass pedal.
Oh, nice.
Not just a drum, but a pedal.
Nice. Hell yeah.
And when I asked the young man at the store, I was like, hey, do you think I should upgrade the pedal? He's like, frankly, I think you should play that pedal for a while.
Yeah.
And then realize that you've outgrown it and then really appreciate a nice one. He's like, otherwise you're just throwing money at something you don't know you need, nor will you actually appreciate that way. He goes, that's a big step when a drummer realizes they're ready for something nicer.
Yeah.
And then they spend the money on it. I was like, fair enough.
Also, it depends if you want to go thrash, because then you have to look at like the double pedal.
Yeah. There's been a lot of thought about that and trying to figure out what's going on. But anyway, so I have been now since we got that, I think like a week or two before Christmas. I had this. And I've been playing as much as possible. The last week or so have been a little hectic just with personal life stuff. So I haven't been able to get into it as much as I'd like. But for a good stint there, I was doing a minimum of 30 minutes a night and a maximum of like 3 hours.
Hell yeah.
So been doing a lot of classic rock, a lot of stuff like that. Been able to do, fun B-52 shit and, like Lenny Kravitz and a ton of AC/DC. And so trying to play the stuff that I've been listening to forever that I can tap out and I can recognize and what have you. And it's been really good. Really good.
And that shit is a full body workout. Like, it's a full, 100%. I mean, you're into it. It's a great stress reliever. Fucking drums. Hell yeah.
It's a hell of a lot of fun. And it's made me realize also that playing angry doesn't help anything. So it's forced me to calm down and focus, but still be able to get out some of that energy.
Yeah.
When I get frustrated by the world or a presidency or anything else like that, where I can just kind of be like, you know what? All right, cool. Let's go do this. Yeah. And being able to just tap that shit out. And at any time I decide that I just want to do the In the Air Tonight, just being able to just randomly play that is just a nice little thing. Like,
yeah. And you have 10 different kits to choose from. So like you can change the sound.
No. There's like 25 different preset kits. Then there's 10 different personal kits that you can build with over something like, I think 600 different pieces of tech or whatever it is that you can put together. So
yes.
So I was able to do a really stripped down version so that I could learn how to play and basically like, okay, what is the drummer from AC/DC playing? Okay, well, he's got, one rack tom, one floor tom, a proper snare, like a crash, a ride, a hi-hat, and that's it. No cowbells, no things, no nothing. So like I set up like basically like an AC/DC kit.
Yeah.
And just that's the way I learned is I was able to just beat on it and know that, when I tap the rim of something, it wasn't going to suddenly make a cowbell sound or a tambourine sound or whatever. Yeah.
Just wait until you get to the Def Leppard. Then you're going to have to like buy like 50 other pieces of shit.
50 other things. Yeah. That's the other cool thing. For an additional, like, I think $150 or something like that, I have the ability to expand this kit using the existing rack, adding an additional floor tom as well as another cymbal.
Hell yeah.
So I have the ability to have the kit grow with me if I decide I'd like to do so.
When can you get the virtual gong?
Yeah, I mean, I guess technically speaking, I could probably go and get that. Let's put it this way. I can set one of the rings for one of the toms to be a gong. So if I just decide that I only want to use like one rack tom and the other rack tom is just set and ready to go, I could just turn that bad boy into the gong. Just the center of it, just squong, and just make sure that when the time comes, when I end the set, I just whip the other drumstick off into the distance and then just start fucking beating on that thing.
I can't wait till you get into like the experimental rock where like every drum hit is like a different animal sound and like mechanical bullshit.
I've it's got it. I have no interest. I have no interest in that awful like Frank Zappa level shit. It is enjoyable for some people. I'm not trying to shit on your music interests. If you're into that sort of thing, cool, great. I'm trying to learn how to play an instrument.
Yeah.
And I know that like I'm way more likely to learn how to and or enjoy expanding my kit by maybe like adding a few snaps around the snare and being able to play like Bad Company's Can't Get Enough of Your Love or something like that, where just like I can do that
what you need to do is figure out how to hook it up so that like you can broadcast on Zoom and have the kit next to you so you can go when we say dumb shit on the podcast.
I mean, reasonably, I could just set the laptop up on a stand right on the thing and we can just do that. Like, that's not a big deal. Oh, that's the other thing. So I reached out to a guy who makes, I think they're MIDI controllers. It's in the mail right now. Fingers crossed it actually shows up. He sent it in the beginning of January. He custom makes MIDI filters that let you, or MIDI converters that let me plug the drum set into this converter, then the converter into my PlayStation. Then I can turn the controller into a Rock Band controller, so I can actually learn how to play some things using Rock Band. And or if I have no idea whether or not MagFest is ever going to be a thing again. I know there's a ton of fucking drama about it, but let's assume at some point along the way, there'll be a video game convention. It'll have music related to it.
Yeah.
Someone will have Rock Band. I'll be able to actually sit down and hopefully be not embarrassing at playing a full kit, playing Rock Band. Like, that would be rad.
If MagFest ever happens again, we should see how we could like book a show. And it'll just be like, all right, Brandon, hit a beat and I'll play something. And then we'll do it for a half hour on stage. It'll be great. It'll be great.
Yeah. So, but so that has been my stress reliever as of late. I absolutely love it. It's my new favorite toy, or at least it was up until what was that? Thursday. Last Thursday, I got everything finally settled. They totaled my car. I had to go handle all the payment information for all that fun stuff. Long and the short of it is, I'm getting reimbursed. I'm making some back on my car, I think maybe like $1,400 or something like that. So I ended up putting down payment on a vehicle. Went out, searched, and man, did I hit the fucking mother load. I got lucky. By the way, I don't want to get too gushy into it, but there's the Coons Ford on Security Boulevard is where I went for the vehicle. I worked with a young man named Ray McLaughlin, an incredibly nice, really tall guy who I reached out to see if the vehicle was available. Dude was on it. I sent a message over on their website to see if the car was available at 10:06 p.m. By 10:10, this guy calls my phone.
Wow.
And he was like, hey, I hope I'm not calling too late. I saw you just put over the request about it. I figured you were up if I got you quick. And I love that thought process. Is just like, look, man, I want to sell a car. Now, what I learned is Ray had been with another dealership for a while. Guy had been at this place for 2 weeks. needs to get a hustle together and had a lot of trouble getting a gig during COVID.
Yeah.
So was real ready to get things moving, was real transparent about everything. By the way, I'm not being compensated in any way, shape, or form for this. Was incredibly clear about all the pricing, was super easy to work with. Let me take the car out without him lurking behind my shoulder, whatever it is. And let me genuinely have a super chill process. I end up joking around with the guy all evening. It only took, I think the whole process took about 2 hours from start to stop.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And then financing department was totally fine. Everything was good. And I ended up for $1.50 more a month than what I was paying for my Focus. I got a fully loaded Volkswagen Golf sport wagon. So
nice.
Golf,
yeah,
but longer. So like the wagon version.
So you could put your drum kit and your dog in.
Right. Yeah. Panoramic moonroof, heated leather seats, full Fender 9-speaker audio system with surround sound and a subwoofer, all the lane assist stuff, yada yada. Turbocharged Shiftronic 6-speed transmission, whole nine.
Jesus Christ!
Right. Like
it's amazing.
Blah 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 blah. Yeah, for $2 more than what I was already paying for the Focus. So I ended up winning like crazy. Basically, hopefully, when everything is said and done, the net loss I'll have for this whole process is about $600.
Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome.
For $600, I'm in a world's better vehicle, and I love it. I wasn't aware I was a VW guy. Oh yeah, Apple CarPlay and everything else like that, along with the
nice,
the working. So like I plug the phone in, I put it into a cubby hole.
Yeah,
so I don't have to have the thing on a mount or whatever it is.
Yeah,
and then
I have the GPS that pops right up.
It's got the GPS. It works with Waze. It syncs everything. It's fucking great. I love it. So so I am a super happy boy. I've got the new car that's way too posh for my own good, but like it feels like a real adult ass car.
Hell yeah.
Like where it's like, okay, I can reasonably have this for some time. And if I decide that, a family might be something that might be in the future at some point, I don't need to go get a new car. I've already got a wagon. We're good.
And it's got enough room so that when we go on road trips to visit people,
100%,
we can have that Korean barbecue in the back, and I'll just be cooking up meat and like passing it up to the front.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, so fucking loaded, and I love it, and I'm a happy camper with it, and like went in and already switched out to the full LED lighting system for all the headlights and fog lights and all the other dumb shit. So I got a chance to do all my dumb Fast and Furious bullshit. And
so great.
Yeah, I'm a super happy boy about that. I put the lights in like last night right before it was about to start snowing. Yeah. And I got the lights in and I was like, yeah. I went to go drive the thing to work this morning. I was like, yup.
I can see everything.
This feels good. Well, because I got a subwoofer again too. Yeah. So like what time was it at the time? 5:05 in the morning. I've got my LED lights. I'm cruising down 695, blasting DMX, fucking just banging in the trunk. Yes. This is not a motherfucking game. I'm like, yep.
Oh, I love it. That's great. Yes, it's good to have good news. That's awesome.
Yeah. So, I got to be honest with you. I feel like I'm rebounding from 2020 pretty well. Like
nice.
And that's a welcome change. Like, because I know I was complaining a few weeks ago about being like, hey, have I not been kicked in the fucking nuts enough?
Yeah.
But so it is a new day. I have a new perspective. I am feeling worlds better about
it's a new day. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Yeah. So I'm feeling worlds better about a lot of stuff. So I will still complain about a ton of stuff. Make no mistake, kids. I get the idea that some of you are going to be like, well, now that Trump's out of the office, you have nothing to fucking complain about.
No.
Plenty to complain about.
1,400 plus 600 is not the 2,000 we were promised. So fuck that. But yeah.
At the time, though, I appreciate the fact that I think he's actually going to get it accomplished, which is a ton more than what we got in the entire time. Because I couldn't imagine if I was still out of work.
Oh, yeah.
So
I think it would have been way longer between episodes if you were still out of work.
I agree with you. It's not enough. I'm glad that we're making steps in the right direction. I think that's what it takes, is to take a step forward. And then once we establish we can move in that direction, then really start moving in that direction.
Yeah.
But it starts with a step.
Start kicking them down the hill. Keep going. So, and
keep going.
And
right. Yep. Yeah, wave them on. Like, I want to be like a third base coach after just like the ball's just soaring and you just see me just staring at Joe. Go, go, go.
Yeah,
and
man.
We know Joe knows how to run. He loves doing it. And I'm good with him playing baseball with the aviators on.
Yeah.
Because, that's right, Jack. I thought it was going to be a double, going to turn it into at least a triple. I'm going to do this thing and just fucking hauling his ass.
Keep going, bitch.
I'm good with it. Go home, motherfucker. Go home.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, things are turning around. So like, I'm still tired, and I'm still like, things aren't 100%. There's still a lot of, weird subsequent guilt about stuff going on and what have you, and yada, yada. And, beginning of the year is always difficult because it's around my dad's birthday. And then that whole thing starts. And then I managed to I got curious. So I decided to unblock him on social media and then take a look to see what he's been up to. And boy, howdy, was that a thing. And I got a real nice reminder of this is why you don't approach that. And just was waiting for something, for the friend request to come across or the message or whatever it is. They never came. And I was like, all right, cool. Thanks, nice. Facebook algorithm. You could have screwed me.
Yeah.
Great, block. Just that 48 hours is over. And believe me, I set a timer.
Block.
Yeah. It literally, we were sitting watching TV on the couch or whatever, and my alarm went off. And she looked at me, she was like, what is that? I was like, hang on a second, click, and logged in and blocked and just threw the phone down on the table. She's like, did you set an alarm to block your dad? Like, yeah.
Yep.
100%.
Yep.
No question.
No bueno.
Nope. Jamie, do you have anything like this to get into at all?
So last Friday, super fucking random, we had 3 alpacas and a baby goat in our backyard.
I saw that. How the hell did that happen? I assume you called someone because you were like, I don't want to go to a petting zoo. I'll bring the petting zoo here.
So Audrey saw a Facebook ad for this company called My Pet Alpaca. And she clicked on it, and the reviews seemed cool, and this was early in their company, and so it's like, hit us up on WhatsApp, and Audrey was like, well, that seems weird, but fuck it, we'll give it a shot. Messaged them, and they were like, yeah, we'll bring an alpaca, we'll bring a gecko, we'll bring a baby goat, just set a date. So we set a date. Unfortunately, both Audrey and Hazel had sore throats the week of our visit, and they both had to get COVID tests, and they didn't come back in time for us to have the visit, so we had to cancel it.
That makes sense.
We were bummed. We didn't tell Hazel, so she didn't know that she lost out, but we were
smart call.
Yeah. But we were on their list, and since then they have been fucking packed. They've been booked daily. They do six visits a day. It's been crazy.
I mean, good for their business. That's awesome.
Yeah. So Audrey randomly got a message from them last Monday and said, hey, we got a slot Friday 11:30. You guys interested? And we were like, oh yeah, because it coincides with Hazel's lunch break. So she gets off school from 11 to 1. And we booked them for an hour. We invited the grandparents over. We all put on our masks, and they showed up in a big van, and 3 alpacas walked out and the little baby goat. And
that's awesome.
It was so cool. These alpacas, super chill. They're very friendly, sitting, eating all the grass, and just, they let us pet them. They give you the reins so you can guide them along. They let you hold the baby goat. So
aww.
It was adorable. My father-in-law is way into cameras, so he brought his, and he was taking photos, and I was taking photos. And that was a lot of fun, and just hanging out with the alpacas and the goats, and just, I don't know, alpaca fur is so fucking fuzzy.
It's like great.
It's just
alpacas are great. See, okay, so one of my closest friends, his wife is super into spinning and knitting and what have you. So there has been many a times when we were at the Sheep and Wool Festival of like,
oh yeah,
all right, so we're done cutting the grass. Let's just get an alpaca.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. I even got as far as like looking into the zoning to see whether or not it was an option.
They have, there's a guy you can rent. He has a herd of goats, and they will go to town and they will clear out your shit. They will just clear out that shit.
Yeah. But the assessment was like you get the alpaca for the lawn maintenance for him and for all of the alpaca fur for her. So this way she always has wool, but you know, like it's a win-win of like, hey, so we get this really cool long dog. Let's put him in the yard. And
so the handlers were really friendly. It's a nice couple. They're out in Vienna, Virginia, so they're local. Nice. They go all over the place. We definitely want to book them again, like in perpetuity, because it's so fucking cool.
That's awesome.
We want to invite more people over so they can hang out with the alpaca.
Makes sense.
But yeah, like one of Hazel's classmates was on a walk with his mom, and they were like, can we pet the alpacas? and so like one of Hazel's classmates came by and they're fuzzy petting the alpacas.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a welcome distraction from life.
That's awesome.
And it seems like a great business because it's pretty chill. It's low maintenance. They just have to keep track of the alpacas. And then they have like mountains of wool if they ever start selling that shit. So like there's
I assume they'll start selling it and what have you. I imagine they probably have some shops or suppliers or what have you, but given that market of crafting and whatnot isn't exactly happening in the way it used to, I imagine they probably have quite a bit of backlog.
Yeah.
So this is a very clever way for them to continue to fund their alpaca business. And that's rad. Like that's super rad.
They also have reptiles, so they can also bring a snake. They can bring a gecko. We were sad we didn't get to meet the gecko because the gecko on the page is like a little handheld gecko guy with like, it's so cute. So but yeah, that was great. My Pet Alpaca, they're on the webs. You should rent them or at least get on their list, because whatever shit you're happening, whatever crap is going on, a day with an alpaca and a baby goat will make you forget it, at least for an hour.
Baby goats will make you forget everything that's wrong with the world. I can tell you right now. This is 100% true. Alpacas are a ton of fun. Baby goats are delightful.
Yeah. So yeah, that's cool. That's the only thing that's good has happened.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Okay, Brandon Chalmers.
Yeah, ma'am.
It's very difficult for us to get excited about a movie. However, a big one has come down the lane. Trailer just dropped. I'm speaking, of course, of Godzilla versus King Kong.
Yes.
Now, this is actually the second time the two of these behemoths have met on the screen.
Right.
The first film was called King Kong versus Godzilla, came out in 1962. And the thought was Godzilla got top billing because at the time King Kong got top billing in the first film, because at the time King Kong had way bigger worldwide recognition. He was big in Japan, he was big in America, he's big in Europe. So they were like, we're gonna make this big. We're gonna build King Kong top. He's gonna win. It's gonna be awesome. There has been a urban legend that says if you watch the Japanese cut of the film, Godzilla wins. If you watch the American cut of the film, King Kong wins. That is not true. It's a draw, both versions, with King Kong coming out more on top, because the thought was that King Kong was the big draw. So we want King Kong to come out on top. Right. And Godzilla slinks away into the ocean. But both versions, it's a draw, kind of a draw. There's some dialogue changes. There's some other changes, but there is no version where either of them win. So I wanted to dispel that little piece of urban legendary before we get into what we are looking forward to in the new movie. Brandon Chalmers.
I already know that I won't get what I want.
Oh no.
Right out of the gate.
Oh no.
Okay. So first off, let me just dig into this one, because I watched the trailer and my initial takeaway was, boy, that's some pro-Kong rhetoric happening right now.
It was a big love letter to Kong.
It was a big love letter to Kong. Like, even so much so to the point where, like, he only communicates with this sweet little girl. And you're like, okay. Like, because that then in turn goes, well, who does Godzilla talk with? And you're like, fucking nobody, because he's wrecking shit. Why? Because he's an angry lizard. Why? Because we don't like reptiles, because we're mammals. Like, it was very like,
very pro,
the weird thing of like
pro Kong propaganda.
Yeah, like, we don't know why Godzilla's attacking, and like,
well, that follows with the previous two films, because Godzilla fought the Mutos because the Mutos pissed him off. Godzilla fought King Ghidorah because King Ghidorah pissed him off. Didn't really, I mean, he blew up the town and shit, but like, he didn't specifically target buildings. He was like, that motherfucker is messing in my yard.
But it doesn't look like he's really targeting buildings. It looks like he's targeting a monkey. And like, right out of the gate, I see Kong on some sort of like aircraft carrier-ish kind of thing. And let's be fair, maybe with the way it's shot, isn't just the middle of the fucking ocean, which is what it looked like.
Yeah.
But let's assume it's some sort of bay of some sort of Pacific side,
Skull Island,
whatever.
Yeah.
Skull Island, whatever.
Skull Island Bay.
Whatever it is. Let's assume that the water is deep, but not so ocean Marianas Trench deep. But that monkey is on a goddamn float. And then Godzilla, King of the Monsters, radioactive breath, like
hashtag
could, if on land, do that weird like tip up on his tail and slide and like Raiden shit, right?
yes.
Right. Somehow climbs atop this boat for some fucking reason, rather than just
Godzilla's got core. He's got core. He's got them core muscles.
But what I'm saying is, why not just split the boat in twain, grab the monkey by the head, hold him underwater, boom, done, no more monkeys. And you solve the problem. How do you kill a monkey, Jamie? You drown it in the ocean. You drown it in the ocean. Like, this movie could have been a 10-minute fanfic.
And it would have been so good.
Solved this problem. I don't know. That little girl is sad. Well, I guess she'll just have to get another fucking monkey. Sorry, Dora. You're just gonna need a new set of boots.
I was expecting like Enya to be playing like, who can say?
Oh my god. Yes. Yeah, frankly, no. Literally the same way that they ended the fucking Fast and Furious when Brian died. That it's been a long way. Just as this monkey does a full-on like Terminator thing, where all you see is just the hand up out of the water and then slowly down. And then just thumbs up, and then just all the way down into the water. And then Godzilla's gone. R.I.P. Godzilla. Like,
so you're Team Godzilla. You are Team Godzilla.
How the fuck am I gonna be pro Kong? Quick, Jamie, tell me all the cool shit that King Kong can do.
See, this is the only legitimate fight that Audrey and I have ever like ever had. Like when we were dating, I don't remember how it came up, but we were yelling about this. I was like, Godzilla would not only melt King Kong. King Kong has the close distance. He's got that tail. He's got the breath. He's got the claws. Do
you see the connections that are happening right now?
Yeah, exactly.
This is a bond that is greater than your marriage. Hear me say this. I'd never fight with you about Godzilla, Jamie Noguchi. I'd never fight with you about Godzilla.
Also, Godzilla is so much bigger than Kong.
So much bigger.
So much bigger.
Like, he's bigger. He's clearly bulletproof. He cannot be fucked with. Radioactive shit. Knows how to fucking box. Like, what?
He doesn't have T-Rex arms. He has arms.
Right. So please tell me what the fuck this giant ape is going to do. Like, unless we are getting into some Donkey Kong Country level fucking slams the ground, and then suddenly you realize that Godzilla's great in all ways except, he's got a little bit of vertigo, so the second the ground starts going, he's just like a fucking turtle. He's spiked back into the ground, can't move, and just fucking waving his arms into the sky. Like, right.
There's a shot at the end of the trailer where King Kong is blocking the atomic breath with what looks like a large
hammer,
a tree with a Godzilla spike attached to it. Like he ripped it off and fashioned a axe out of it and used it to block the thing.
Great.
But like if Godzilla can move his head, so it's not like it's not his spike doesn't attract the fire.
How will I solve this problem? I have no idea how I can solve this problem at all. Like, again,
you could light him on fire.
Right. All we've established is that what's this monkey's superpowers? He can use tools. Great. Great. He managed to build an axe. Right. Why is this a fucking debate? How is this even a fight? I don't understand. Like the premise alone of like basically what you're telling me is they're kaiju Highlanders.
There can be only one.
There can be only one, because this is the premise. Is you have decided that monkey is Duncan MacLeod of Clan MacLeod, or sorry, Connor MacLeod of Clan MacLeod.
Yeah.
This is the first one, right? So I assume the little girl is Ramirez, right? And Godzilla, who shows up out of nowhere, is the Kurgan. So I look forward to seeing the safety pins in Godzilla's neck and having the King of Monsters voiced by Clancy Brown, better known as Mr. Krabs. Because it's the only thing that makes sense anymore.
Well, and then
just hearing him off in the distance growing, monkey.
Well, and then the other thing that kind of doesn't make sense, if Godzilla wanted to get rid of Kong, they have established in the previous film, he is king of the monsters, which means he controls all of the monsters. Why not throw Rodan at him? Why not?
Because they're all dead. This is a Highlander movie.
So he rules them, and then between that movie and this one, he killed all of them.
It's not radioactive energy, Jamie. It's the fucking quickening. Do you not understand? That's why
he killed
Kong
Rodan. He killed Mothra.
That's why Kong needs a blade. He'll chop Godzilla's head off somehow, and then Princes of the Universe will fire up, and that Kong universe. Yeah, and that monkey will like wave his hands in the air, and then lightning will happen, and then all the windows everywhere will break. And then we'll hear somebody yell, "Bring on the girls!" But really, what we mean is that little girl that only Kong will talk to. Right? Yeah. And this is when we find out, like, she plays the solo on like a keytar for some reason.
Yes.
Yeah. Like,
ridiculous. I'd be into that.
Right. Also, did we trade Ken Watanabe for the dad from Friday Night Lights?
Well, yeah, because Ken
signed off on that.
Ken Watanabe blew himself up. So.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Did you see King of the Monsters?
No.
Nope. Sorry.
I don't care. Here's the reality, Jamie. it's a Godzilla movie.
Yeah.
I get the idea that they're going to be monster shit happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was something that I never bothered to watch. It doesn't take away from anything. It's like a Fast and Furious movie.
Yeah.
Wait, so you say there'll be cars going faster and driving furiously, you say?
Well, Ken did a solid for Godzilla. He helped power up Godzilla. Like, Godzilla was hurt, and Ken was like, "I'm gonna save him. We fam."
Right. Okay. Now hear me out. They brought back Han. Can we not bring back Ken?
Mecha Ken Watanabe.
What if we find out that like Mechagodzilla is part of this, and like the brain is Ken Watanabe?
See, he
knows how to fight Godzilla.
I think that's the rumor. I think like Marty's all into the rumors and shit, so he knows all that stuff.
I'm gonna be so fucking sad if they decide to turn this into like the real winner is the human race because Mechagodzilla. Fuck that noise. I want all of us to bow down before the giant lizard god.
Well,
fuck it. Let him kill all of them.
So here's what I suppose, and it's not a very big leap. When the guy is saying like, I don't know why Godzilla is attacking people, I think it's because it goes back to the original appearance of Mechagodzilla. In that original film, Godzilla is friendly-ish with mankind, but all of a sudden he shows up in Tokyo. It starts blowing shit up. It turns out that the Godzilla who's blowing shit up in Tokyo is Mechagodzilla wearing a Godzilla suit. So Godzilla shows up, attacks Mechagodzilla wearing the Godzilla suit. The Godzilla suit melts off, revealing Mechagodzilla. And people are like, oh no, Mechagodzilla was disguised as Godzilla attacking us. So the theory is that the Godzilla attacking people is the Mechagodzilla.
Okay, now I understand. It was me, Austin. It was me all along. Full Vinnie Mac treatment. Yeah. I got this. No problem. Who attacked Vince McMahon? Who did it? Who killed the boss? Okay, we're good.
Yeah.
I got this storyline.
Yeah.
A-okay.
Yeah.
I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
I mean, hate it.
It's too obvious, but that's when Marty said Mechagodzilla, I was like, are they combining two movies into one?
No. Let this be the Monkey Highlander movie we've all been asking for.
Yes.
We've been asking for a Highlander reboot. Let's do it at 100 feet in the air.
I hope Godzilla wins, and not only wins, just starts wrecking people, just wrecking everything,
murdering monkeys just for fun.
Tired of it all. He's like,
I hope that there's an extended ending. That once he kills Kong, we follow him along. And instead of attacking the human race, he just shows up in the jungle to just kill monkeys. He's on a fucking tear. Just incinerates every banana, kills every fucking monkey whatsoever. Like, crashes into Nintendo and only scratches things that have Donkey Kong on them. Just for shits and only leaves Bowser's shit hanging out.
Lizard pride.
Right. Did he intentionally do this? Did he just get lucky? We may never know.
Yeah.
And then much like, because my understanding of the first like new Godzilla movies that we had was basically his whole MO was he was an old man who was tired of being fucking bothered.
Yeah.
Because everything that I had seen, he basically sulked around having basically the posture of just being like, these motherfuckers will not stop.
Yeah. That's why he went after the Mutos.
Right. Like he's essentially Hugh Glass. Like the Revenant and Godzilla are basically the same movie. Like he's attacked, he won't die, and then he just wanders through the countryside, bleeding and angry, just going, cunts. I swear to God, when I find these guys, I'm going to kill these cunts. And then he shows up and he's like, hey, cunts, it's time.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. This is all I want from my Godzilla. I like the idea of him being just the grumpiest old fucking lizard.
Hey,
like, right. I was fine being one of two.
Yeah.
And then you all had to start some shit.
Yeah.
Like we find out the Kong's like in the desert, or not in the desert, like in the jungle, painting cave paintings of like the lore of the kaiju that there can be only one. I'm telling you right now, this is an Immortals thing. It's gonna fucking happen that way. And then he ends up like moving a bunch of like ancient stones a certain way, and he awakens the quickening or whatever the fuck they want to call it. And, right, yeah, and like he doesn't understand, but he very much understands. And all he really did was he kicked over Godzilla's alarm clock, and now he can't turn the fucking thing off. So he's like, fine, what? And you find out that Godzilla is just an angry parent who really needs a nap.
So what do you think of like an alien showing up? So you don't want Gigan showing up. You don't want Gigan showing up. You don't want a third monster showing up.
No. This is 1 versus 1. What I want to find out, look, you want to bring up a third monster? You know what I want to find out? The Godzilla's completely justified because Kong killed Godzuki. Godzilla's a grieving mother, and wrecking the city looking for that murdering monkey fuck is how she grieves.
What about Deus Ex Mothra? If Mothra comes in and saves the day. No,
why?
Mothra.
Why? God damn it. Like, I hate to go back to the wrestling logic. Stop making everything a triple threat match. You've got 2 #1 contenders. Throwing fucking people in there.
So you don't want Sting in your Rock versus...
No, I don't.
Rock versus Stone Cold?
No, God damn it. I've got Brock Lesnar. I've got Drew McIntyre. Goldberg can sit his ass at home. I don't need to add Jinder Mahal to this fucking match. I don't need it. We're trying to make fucking fetch happen as if you can't just book the third guy picking the scraps of whomever is left and or stepping up. Cool. You want to turn Brock into the king or Kong into the king? Fine. Godzilla falls, and in his last breath, he fires a fucking shot into the sky like a fucking emergency flare. And what you see, the last scene of the movie, is the silhouette of a monster that you can recognize coming over the clouds.
Yes.
And you see Kong look up and look concerned. And then you just start the credits. And that's it.
Yes.
I don't need this 3-monster bullshit.
Yeah.
Let them fight. Let it be a final ending, or as close to a final end. Because what happens if you find out that you think Godzilla's dead? The other monster shows up, Godzilla manages to slink away, and you don't know whether or not Godzilla's dead. And then you can do 2 more movies of Kong just fucking fighting monsters. And next thing you know, Kong gets done and everything's fine, and it's been 50 years since then. And that little girl is an older lady, and she's got her own grandkids, and that grandkid loves Kong too. And the next thing you know, you hear the emergency sirens in the city happen, and you see Godzilla just rolling his fucking neck, and just blasts a shot right across the top of the fucking mountaintop, blows the top of the mountain off, and then, or fuck it, let's set it in Japan. He blows the top off of Mount Fuji, and come to find out,
he goes like,
guess where the den of all the other monsters have been? It's time to kill Kong. And just all the guys come out, and Kong has become basically like Incredible Hulk. He's got armor and all sorts of shit.
Yeah.
Fighting for hundreds, if not thousands of years. Like, dude knows how to throw down. And, you see him look at the little girl and then like kiss his finger and then hold it down to the little girl. And then she hugs his finger, and then he puts her in a safe space, and then he just fucking starts wrecking monsters. And we get Kong versus Godzilla 2.
Yeah.
To settle the score.
Yes.
The monkey wins then. Fine.
Yes.
He fucking earned it. But until that happens, fuck that primate monkey fuck. I hope someone skull fucks him. He sucks. Kong sucks. Fuck Kong.
So you've never been a Kong fan?
No. Because what does he do? He gets drug across the fucking sea, and I feel bad for the monkey. Then he starts wrecking shit. Then for some reason, he wants to fuck this random blonde woman. So what we've established is essentially we've turned Kong into an awful racial metaphor.
He is toxic masculinity incarnate.
No, it's not just that. It's a racial metaphor. He's a giant black ape whose only desire is white women.
Yeah.
You're trying to tell me when that movie came out, that wasn't a fucking metaphor for racist bullshit?
Yeah.
Fuck you. And then you continue to act like, oh no, Kong's fine. No, he's not.
No, he's not.
No, he's fucking not. Not only is he boring and fucking one-dimensional, and oh, by the way, just a fucking big-ass monkey, which who the fuck cares? Like, because we're not talking about, like, I get the idea that a chimp could kill me. Like, I'm not confused about that. An adult chimp would absolutely eviscerate me in a fight. I'm not confused about it.
Making it bigger, though, doesn't do anything for you.
I'm not 100-foot tall radioactive lizard with 1,000 years of fight game behind me. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Like, honestly, like what Godzilla is Brock Lesnar with laser breath and a tail. You're trying to tell me he can't take out a random ape? Oh, fuck out of here. That guy shot a bear, immediately ate a bear, got sick, had like a country mile of his intestine removed, and then won the UFC title. You're telling me Godzilla couldn't beat a fucking monkey?
Yeah.
Fuck off. Fuck off.
Yes.
I am Team Godzilla, and the only way I will hear otherwise is if they're building a story to multiple movies to then have a real fight when when Kong becomes a goddamn credible
Super
fighter.
Kong. Yeah.
But I will not believe in this thinly veiled Rocky Balboa fucking story about an ape. We put this monkey on a ship and somehow he's going to be just fine because I guess Godzilla gets punched too hard and decides to go away.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It looks sus to me.
Like, all I'm saying is I think King Kong would have trouble with the gator from Lake Placid. Nevertheless, fucking Godzilla. That's how little I believe in this monkey's ability to deal with a giant reptile. Genuinely.
Well, did you see Skull Island?
No.
Oh, okay.
Why? Why?
Because they set it up that he fights these skull lizards on Skull Island, that they're lizard things. So they set it up so that he can throw down.
That monkey hates reptiles. But this racist fucking ape hates reptiles. That he's got a blood feud against my Godzuki theory, by the way, is coming real true.
It seems strong.
What happens when we find out that all of the lizards that he killed on that island are all Godzilla's family?
Oh my god. Oh yeah.
You just like, because you could start the whole fucking movie with Kong being gone, but his handprint being on a rock and just a ton of dead lizards and just Godzilla just staring at all of the dead bodies everywhere.
Yeah.
And then just looking real fucking angry, sniffing, catching the scent of that fucking monkey, and then just tearing off into the fucking ocean. Just after him. It's a revenge story.
Yeah.
It's got nothing to do with anything else. Why is he attacking? Because that monkey drew first blood. That's how this works.
So we're going to have to watch this movie when it comes out.
I'm just saying.
For sure. We've
got our greatest Sylvester Stallone movie ever. It's Rocky versus Rambo.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. So I think it's supposed to drop March 26th on HBO Max.
Right.
I think you got it. So
I do have the HBO Max.
We need to watch this.
Maybe we can do a watch party or something like that. Maybe we set up a Zoom call and do the 3, 2, 1 start. And then,
and maybe we do like live commentary. Do we do live commentary?
I think we need to do live commentary after we've seen it once.
Okay.
Because I'd like the first viewing to be just us bullshitting around.
Yeah.
But to my understanding, it'll be on HBO Max for 30 days.
Okay.
So if we watch it once,
yeah,
you and I can sit down. I can basically set the thing up down here. I have a TV right here.
Yeah.
And we can basically go like 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's get started. And then you and I can just sit here with the setup and just record like a riff tracks of what the fuck is going on with all this thing.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm excited. I love Godzilla a lot. I have no feelings about Kong.
Good. I've got enough feelings for both of us.
I'm surprised you have so many strong feelings against Kong.
I don't understand what the point of him is. I don't. Have you ever met anyone who's real big into King Kong? Not Donkey Kong, King Kong.
No.
Because there are people who are into old school monster movies and who like the old models of Kong because they love that era of cinema.
Yeah.
But nobody's like, yo, dog, check out this sweet ass King Kong tattoo I got on my bicep.
Look at my Kong sleeve.
Right. Yeah. Look at my Kong sleeve. Right. Like nobody fucking has that.
Yeah.
There's a reason for that. He's fucking lame.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's swapped too, because like in the 60s, Kong was huge. That's why he got top billing in the first movie. But now, no one
When did Godzilla start?
Godzilla started in
let me be clear. When did Godzilla start stateside for us?
Let's see.
I have a feeling it's right about the time when everyone stopped fucking caring about King Kong.
Well, Godzilla was out in Godzilla. They started localizing Godzilla since the jump. So like, I'm trying to find out when he started. The first movie came out in 1954.
54. All right.
Yeah.
So ironically enough, right around the time when Godzilla started stateside, people stopped caring about Kong. Huh. Do me a favor. Tell me just off the top of your head, how many great King Kong movies were there? Because I remember not minding the Peter Jackson one a bit.
Yeah, there was the Peter Jackson one.
But I don't remember that being anything other than visually pretty. I don't remember the story being particularly good.
No.
I don't remember anyone being like, did you fucking see the Kong Island movie? You're the only person who's ever said that to me. Ever. And I've had people try and talk me into shit I shouldn't be watching. Like,
yeah,
I've had rooms of people try and talk me into watching My Little Pony after I told them, hey, you're welcome to watch it. It's not my jam. And them doubling down and going, no, dude, you need to see this. And not one of them has had a tenth of the interest and or conviction of a fucking Kong movie. Not one. Not a goddamn one. Nobody's been like, yo, dude, how many fucking conventions have we been to?
Yeah.
How many King Kong cosplayers have you seen?
King Kong, let me see. I'm trying to see what other movies there have been. Because there was the original.
Right.
There was the Peter Jackson one.
Right. I swear there was one in the 80s.
I don't remember.
I thought there was one in the 80s.
There might have been. Where's filmography? Oh, here we go. King Kong is 1933. So King Kong predates Godzilla.
Right. I know King Kong predates Godzilla. And by the way, reinforcing my statement, the movie came out in 33.
Yeah.
Yeah. Continue.
Son of Kong came out in 33 December.
Okay.
Kong versus Godzilla is the third King Kong movie. So that was 1962.
Okay.
King Kong Escapes 1967, King Kong 1976, King Kong Lives 1986.
Okay.
The Mighty Kong 1998. I don't remember that one.
I don't remember that one. I remember Here's an idea. I remember Mighty Joe Young.
Oh yeah.
Not the King Kong movie.
Kong
I think came out basically the same year. Hang on. Continue. Yeah. When did that movie come out, by the way, again?
The Mighty Kong. The Mighty Kong is 98.
Okay.
Kong King of Atlantis 2005.
Okay.
Peter Jackson King Kong 2005.
Yeah, Mighty Joe Young came out in 98.
Okay. Yeah, so Yeah, Mighty Kong versus Mighty Joe Young. Everyone remembers Mighty Joe Young.
Mighty Joe Young, right? Because it was a Disney movie and it was fucking way better and just better all around. All right, so
Kong Return to the Jungle 2006, Kong Skull Island 2017. So Kong has way fewer movies. Right,
but can you name a scene from any of them other than the most recent one of merit?
No.
I seem to remember in the Peter Jackson one him fighting a Tyrannosaurus.
Oh, he does. Yeah, he does the thing where he grabs the
right,
pops the jaw. Yeah,
right. I remember
that was cool. That was
cool.
Yeah,
right. That was super cool.
But
I'm good with that.
But Godzilla did it better with the Muto. Not only did he pop the jaw, he breathed fire and exploded it from the inside outward.
You know why Kong can't do that?
He doesn't have fire breath.
No, he doesn't, because he's just a fucking ape.
Yeah.
You know, the fire breath thing would have really changed Planet of the Apes into a much more dangerous film.
Yeah, it would have.
Right, yeah. Imagine Heston running through the field and thinking that he gets away from these monkeys on horseback, and all of a sudden, laser breath right past his ear, and he just hands up. My bad, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it.
Dr. Zaius blows up a whole village with
right, yeah. Dr. Zaius, you find out he's got the same powers as fucking General Zod, where like he looks at Heston, right, squints at him, eyes start to turn red, everyone starts to get nervous. Like, yeah, would have been lasers, would have made it a whole new thing. Gotta be honest with you, I don't think the Silverbacks would be in any sort of danger if they could shoot lasers from which they breathed.
Yeah.
But
fuck,
let them breathe napalm. I don't care. Let them be as dangerous as a platypus. Put a poison barb on the back of their elbows and watch their survival rate fucking quadruple.
Yeah.
Because no one's gonna take on an ape that has pointy, like, devil elbows. Yeah, because the second you show them Batman Begins and they start learning how to fight with their elbows like fucking Christian Bale, it's a whole new ball game.
They learn that Muay Thai.
Right, yeah. Next thing you know, fucking Jane Goodall's fucking teaching MMA classes where she's just like, posture up and rainbows.
Yeah. I think you're right. I think if King Kong had a deeper filmography and there has to be another.
Fuck a deeper filmography. Better movies. You can do.
Yeah. There's got to be another thing.
He's had more movies than Vin Diesel has had fast movies.
Right. And I still don't give a shit about him.
Yeah, I genuinely think Vin Diesel has a better chance against Godzilla because at least he's got family.
Yeah. Because like if Godzilla was able to like, if we saw Godzilla fashion anything like tools or like throw things or something, I don't know. There needs to be another thing.
But hear what I'm saying though. Vin Diesel with a 5,000 horsepower car, I think has a genuinely better chance against Godzilla because we can like fire it up and he can grumble and be like, I don't have kaiju, but I got family. And then him come up with this like really intricate thing where like they build a road that's on like some sort of like track or whatever it is, and then like Scott Eastwood is like flying a helicopter and like Ludacris is flying the other one, and they've got some sort of big rubber track.
This one does.
Right, yeah, and then, they like drag out a rubber road like a fucking Hot Wheels track, and then Vin Diesel drives his 5,000 horsepower fucking Dodge into Godzilla's mouth, and what he has, not an explosion, a giant antacid. He takes away his most powerful weapon.
He takes away the fire.
Indigestion. He's had indigestion since the dawn of time. And finally, Vin Diesel's figured it out. Tej worked it out. He managed to chemically engineer it.
Yeah.
Right.
And then they wrap his legs like a AT-AT.
Right. And they just wrap. Yeah. Dwayne Johnson just doing fucking donies in a giant fucking semi, just wrapping cable around it. Series of Samoans just run out with the goddamn spears, just fucking start Nancy Kerrigan his ass, just clip him at the knees.
I I believe that more than I believe Kong.
That's what I'm saying.
I believe that more than I believe Kong.
I've already come up with a reasonable thing, and you know what the fucked up part is? I haven't even written in how Han is the one who spawned and caused Godzilla to show up.
We fixed it. We fixed
Han's
the movie.
The one behind it. Right.
We turned it into a Fast and Furious movie.
Right. Scratch this movie. Fast 10 is Fast and Godzilla. It's a terrible title and a great movie.
Oh, shit. King of the Furious.
There it is. There it fucking is.
King of the Furious.
God damn it. We find out that Godzilla has started on like small remote islands that don't have a ton of fucking media. Kurt Russell calls in his special team. Guys, we got a really big one. All of a sudden, cue Ludacris. Man, we're going to need some bigger cars. And
oh my God. Oh, I need to see that. I want to see that.
See?
I'm making a poster. I'm going to I'm drawing a poster.
King of the Furious.
King of the Furious. Foot and a car.
Just honestly, you know what it could be, Jamie? If you draw Godzilla like doing one of those like Superman style punches looking up, and Vin Diesel hanging out the side of his car, pointing with his fist down, just hanging out the fucking driver's side window. Like, I don't know how that's gonna end, but man, he's super fucking ambitious.
I want to see that.
Just King of the Furious.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, it's a better movie. Oh goddamn, Brandon!
I am for episode 100, if not anything but consistent. I don't care for King Kong, and I can Fast and Furious fucking anything.
We did it.
Yes, I can.
We did it.
We did it. We solved the problem.
Welcome to the fucking Furious cast.
Yep.
Oh my God. Brandon Chalmers.
Seat, great babe. It's time for a real hero. Cue Vin Diesel. Right.
Oh shit.
Oh my God.
Chalmers, where can people find you?
Oh, fucking on Instagram at that guy Chalmers. Jamie, where can they find you?
Instagram, Jamie Noguchi, Spotify, Jamie Noguchi, Twitter, Angry Zen Master. Here, if you've seen this on the video on the YouTubes, yes. Thank you for hanging out for 100 episodes. We're gonna go 100 more. We're gonna keep going.
Yeah.
I'm gonna figure out what the fuck is wrong with my other microphone someday. No. Yeah. All right. Yeah. See ya.
Yeah. Be excellent to each other, kids.